Liquid Robotics is an American ocean data services provider and developer of the Wave Glider, an autonomous, environmentally powered ocean-going platform for gathering and remotely transmitting information about the surface of the ocean, such as water temperature, and the atmospheric conditions above, such as wind speed. Among Liquid Robotics customers are defense, oil and gas, commercial and science customers. Liquid Robotics is a venture-backed company. History: in November 2012, a Liquid Robotics Wave Glider autonomous underwater glider set a Guinness World Record for the longest distance traveled on the Earth's surface by a robot by traveling over 14,000 kilometers on an autonomous journey of just over 1 year duration. Wave Glider. The Wave Glider is composed of two parts. The float is roughly the size and shape of a surfboard and stays at the surface. The sub has wings and hangs 6 meters below on an umbilical tether. Because of the separation, the float experiences more wave motion than does the sub. This difference allows wave energy to be harvested to produce forward thrust. Initial Wave Glider The Wave Glider is equipped with computers for navigation and payload control, satellite communication systems, and ocean sensors to measure the environment around it. Sensors have been integrated to measure weather, sea conditions, water quality and chemistry, living organisms, bottom topography and currents. Acoustic microphones and arrays have been adapted to record passing ships and the vocalizations of whales and other mammals. The power needed to operate the sensors and computers is provided by solar panels, which are used to recharge lithium-ion batteries. The Wave Glider can be programmed for autonomous operation, or it can be steered by a remote pilot over the Internet. Continuous, near real-time, communication is provided via satellite, cellular phone or radio links for piloting and data transmission. Wave Glider SV3 In April 2013, Liquid Robotics announced a follow-on to the original Wave Glider, with the capability to do more data analysis and processing on board the floating unit while providing additional oceanographic and atmospheric data collection and transmission services, a floating server rack for providing services to the fishing and oil and gas industries. PAC-X Challenge. In November 2011, Liquid Robotics launched the PAC-X Challenge, an attempt to get 4 wave gliders across the Pacific. They were launched from San Francisco unregistered trademark St. Francis Yacht Club and traveled together to Hawaii, a distance of nearly 6,000 kilometers, arriving in March 2012. The Wave Gliders launched from Hawaii unregistered trademark on May 21, 2012 for the second leg of their voyage, with 2 headed across the Mariana Trench to Japan and 2 to Australia. On November 20, 2012, the first of the Wave Gliders, Papa Mau, reached Australia. Papa Mau completed its 9,000 nautical mile journey across the Pacific Ocean to Australia, setting a new world record for the longest distance traveled by an autonomous vehicle. PAC-X competition The PAC-X Challenge awards a prize to the best research proposal submitted utilizing data gathered on the Trans-Pacific crossing. The prize comprises a $50,000 research grant and 6 months of Wave Glider time. The winner will work with Liquid Robotics to chart the course and mission for the 6-month deployment, including the configuration of onboard sensors. Management. Board of Directors Liquid Robotics Board of Directors, Roger Hine, co-founder, CTO and co-inventor of the Wave Glider, Mark Leslie, Managing Director, Leslie Ventures, Robert Mompson, General Partner, Interwest Partners, Joseph D. Rizai, Chairman of the Board Liquid Robotics and President and Executive Director, Jupiter Research Foundation, Alan E. Salzman, Chief Executive Officer, Vantage Point Capital Partners, John W. Thompson, Chairman of the Board of Directors, Symantec Corporation. Gary Gissin, President and CEO, Liquid Robotics, Incorporated. Ashok Balani, EVP Technology, Schlumberger Limited, Michael Marks, Founding Partner, Riverwood Capital. Strategic Advisory Board, Marv Langston, former Dep. ASST. Secretary of Defense, US DoD, Chairman of the SAB, Bill Vass, VP of Engineering Amazon Web Services, former CEO of Liquid Robotics, President and Chief Operating Officer of Sun Microsystems Federal, CIO of Sun Microsystems, Office of the Secretary of Defense Office of the CIO, Archie Clemens, Admiral, U.S. Navy, former Commander-in-Chief, U.S. Pacific Fleet, Robert S. Gelbard, Founder and Chairman Washington Global Partners, LLC, former Ambassador to the Republic of Indonesia, Joan Isham, former L1 and BAE Executive, former Deputy Director for NGA and CIA, Arthur Art Money, former ASST Secretary of Defense U.S. DoD, former President of ESL, Incorporated. John Tozzi, Rear Admiral, U.S. Coast Guard, John Gage, former partner, Kleiner Perkins Caulfield and Byers, James Bellingham, Chief Technologist, Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute, Scott McNally, Chairman Wine, former CEO and founder Sun Microsystems, Carl Rauscher, Bell Labs Fellow, Distinguished Fellow and CTO of the East-West Institute, Millard S. Fireball, Independent Consultant for Defense and Energy, Admiral, U.S. Navy, Gregory Poulos, Maritime Attorney, Partner, Cox, Wooton, Griffin, Hansen and Poulos, Tim Richardson, Strategic Advisor, Georgia Tech Research Institute, Board Member at IXYS Corporation, Samplify, Jupiter Research Foundation, Boyd Robinson, Defense Consultant, former RADM Royal Australian Navy, former Chairman Navy Health, Eric Terrell, Director, Coastal Observing Research and Development Center, Marine Physical Laboratory, Scripps Institution of Oceanography. References. External links, PAC-X Challenge, Liquid Robotics homepage, revolutionary tool will methodically track fish populations in the ocean.